Americans have lost a lot of trust in institutions, and I think there's been a lot of discussion, especially online and especially with young people. How do we rebuild that trust in institutions? The CIA, the FBI, all those institutions.
You're right.
Some people think that one way to build trust is to declassify things that everyone's talking about. I know you talked earlier about, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist. So if you were president, would you declassify, you can answer yes or no to these. Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah.
Would you,
I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would. Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this, where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Sure. First, to back up on that, in February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention because I said, I was asked a question about the client list.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet. And my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that.
Be nice, be nice. Be nice. You know, they used to say that with Hillary, and I'd always go, relax, take it easy, we're going to win. I could have locked her up, but I didn't want to lock her up. She's the wife of the President of the United States previously, and she was Secretary of State. I said, that would be so terrible for our country. You know, I'll tell you, there is something that I wanted to say, because I was very honored, very, very honored, when I heard that President Bill Clinton and Secretary Hillary Clinton was coming today, and I think it's appropriate to say, and I'd like you to stand up. I'd like you to stand up.
Well, this is the first big scandal, I'd say, of the Trump administration that's on Team Rational. It's not a fake media scandal like the left tries to create for President Trump every other day. It's one of the right's own making, and it's not going well. And it has to do with Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah. Let me just ask you, make some noise if you care about the Jeffrey Epstein scandal.
Raise your hand if it matters a lot to you. Raise your hand. So every hand of 7,000 people.
Everybody cares.
A lot. I said a lot. Every hand.
Here's what I think is happening. I don't think President Trump is focused on this. He's focused on a lot of other things which are going great, and he needs to be focused on those other things. Jeffrey Epstein's not the most important thing on his agenda by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, he's crushing it on the tariffs, foreign policy, just got nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. If not Trump, then who? Honestly. Barack Obama got the Nobel Peace Prize after 9 months in office. He had done nothing. He gave a nice speech about Muslims, and they gave it to him. So President Trump should be getting the Nobel Peace Prize, and there's all sorts of things he's focused on. I just don't think this has captured his attention quite yet. But it needs to, because it's starting to create a real hornet's nest within the administration. And I've got to be honest, I blame Pam Bondi.
Caroline, the DOJ and FBI have now concluded there was no Jeffrey Epstein client list. What do you tell MAGA supporters who say they want anyone involved in Jeffrey Epstein's alleged crimes to be held accountable?
This administration wants anyone who has ever committed a crime to be held accountable, and I would argue this administration has done more to lock up bad guys than certainly the previous administration.
I'll tell you why, okay? I have nothing, yes, incompetence, yes. I have nothing against Pam Bondi as a human being. I was fine with her nomination and her confirmation, and she's been loyal to the president, and I get that President Trump needs a loyal attorney general. Look what happened with Sessions the first time. He went away, and then the next thing you know, we had the Mueller investigation, and it was a nightmare. But there are a lot of other people who can be loyal and competent in that job. Here, she is the reason that things are unraveling around this story right now that virtually all of the Republican Party cares deeply about. It's also true that Dan Bongino and Kash Patel had questions about Epstein before they took office, okay, before they went into the FBI. But once they joined the FBI, they said nothing. They've kept their mouths shut about Epstein. You have not seen them, except for one joint appearance with Dan and Kash on Fox, running all over the media looking for attention on this, yes, clickbaity story. Who have you seen? Pam Bondi. She has never missed an opportunity to go on television and dangle sweet nothings that might be coming your way. Try to lead you to believe that she's got it, it's on her desk, it's coming tomorrow, you're gonna see something on Epstein. And it was a tease. So you either believe that Pam Bondi was telling the truth then, or that she's telling the truth now, but both cannot be true. She was either lying when she went on Fox News all those times saying, I've got it, we're looking at it, wait until you see it, it's horrible. Or she's lying in her 2-page memo that they released on a Sunday night at the tail end of a holiday weekend to Axios, as if Axios is where we all go for our news. Hell no. She went to someone she knew would not kick the tires on the story, and without signing the memo, dropped it in the dead of night and said, that's it, take the crumbs and be happy. Refused to come out and give a presser, come out and give a press conference, stand there for 6 hours to the point where people are dying of boredom. They've asked all their questions. That's how you put a scandal to rest. But she wouldn't even sign her name to it. And I'm telling you, I have dollars to donuts. It's going to come out that there was internal consternation over that memo and whose name did and did not go on it and who was and was not behind it.
So it's a bad look right now. That's a cliche, I know. But with Attorney General Bondi saying one thing and then saying another thing about the so-called Epstein files, I don't know what the files are. I don't know anything about it. But I do know the federal government has information on the man and what the man's activities comprise. They do. FBI has it. And we are not getting that. Now, the Trump administration is transparent. There has not been a modern day president. I can't think of anybody in the last 100 years who's been more accessible to the press than Mr. Trump. He's on Air Force One. Every time he got a guest, he takes the questions. He's on the tarmac. He's accessible. Comparing him to Biden, you never saw Biden. Biden wouldn't answer any question. You couldn't get close to him. Trump every day. So something's not right here. Okay? And I don't know what it is. Will I find out? I don't know about that either. I did request an interview with Kash Patel, who turned me down. That's not good. I know Mr. Patel, been very fair to him over the years. The guy flat out turned me down. Okay. But my obligation to report that to you. And it looks like the federal government is hiding something. But that may not be true. So that's where we are. And I don't like that feeling, and you don't either. I'm sure you don't. We want some definition here, right?
What is up, everyone? Hello, hello, hello. I am your host, one of your hosts, Keisha King Benton. Well, everybody, we are over here on my channel. We have just moved over here for a short time. We know that Mr. Chad O. Jackson is working diligently on this MLK documentary. Anytime you post about it, please share it out. Funny thing though, tonight, Chuck is not feeling well, and Blanche, I think, I'm not sure what happened, but I think just some personal stuff. So you guys have cutting through the culture with Keisha tonight, okay? But it's all good. We're just we're gonna talk. We're gonna chat. We're gonna see where everybody's at on this topic. Let's see. Thank you. Jesus loves you for moderating. If you guys see Tiara, sorry, in the comments, so just let me know so I can make her a moderator over here. Exactly, small church service tonight. And thank you, Pamela. Thank you. Your girl I gotta come through for y'all. What is it called? Not when you have a small group. We're doing a church small group tonight instead of a full on service. But I thought this was an interesting topic. Thank you so much, Pamela. Yes, please share it out. Let people know that we're over here until about September on Sundays. And y'all listen, the montage, as short as that little thing was, it's hard. So I need y'all to share this out, okay? So people come and they watch. It's a lot of work. So thank you. So please hit the like button, share this out, subscribe, do all the things. Okay, so here's my theory, I guess, about Trump and this whole thing. So I played the piece with Hillary Clinton because you guys remember it was all lock her up during his first run for president at the rallies. And I remembered that he did not, it was kind of like when he won, it was kind of like, oh, we're not gonna really talk about that. Like it was kind of just for the rallies and stuff, just to kind of give you guys something to rally around. And then he honored Bill and Hillary Clinton. Like they're the Clintons. I think I don't need to say anymore. And so and what he said though, he said it was the wife of a former president. I didn't want to do that to our country. Here's my theory. I believe that there are names on this list, this black, people who were being over there and doing stuff that they had no business doing. I definitely believe there are names that Trump feels like would ultimately be bad for the country. So I don't think for Trump, it's a matter of, I don't want the American people to know this. I don't know. I don't think it's like he wants to withhold the information, basically. I really think just looking at Trump and how he's moved. Remember when he did with the oh gosh, y'all know my my mental is a little, my recalling words and stuff like that, the perimenopause, the menopause, and okay. So, but the debate, the debate that Joe Biden and Trump did in July, remember that moment when he looked over at Joe Biden, he was like, Joe, they're tearing our country apart, Joe, like, come on, get with it. I really do think that Trump feels like showing the information is more damaging to the country as a whole and who we are and our strength. It's kind of like a dad that feels like we're kind of like letting too many people in on our business. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I don't really want to show all of our like dirty laundry. I think that's maybe how Trump feels. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I just don't think that Trump is, I guess also I would say, I think that he probably feels like it just wouldn't be worth it, basically, in the end. So, but I mean, we can't get around that everybody feels like, yo, what's up? You said that we were going to have this information. Pam Bondi was up here, like got people up there with binders and you know, all of this stuff. You know, everybody's you keep telling us that we're about to get something, and you never give us the goods. So what's up with that? And that's a problem. I don't think people are just going to let this go. Partly because when you have, you know, victim children, underage, everybody knows that that's what he was into, and all of these things going on that island. And so you have to wonder, like, okay, that's definitely going to keep people's attention. People want justice for children. Like, you can't just sweep that kind of stuff under the rug. I don't know if America's ready to let this go. But the interesting thing is the left is not really, they're not really like making too much noise about it. But let me see what y'all are saying. So Rick says they did an Epstein Hello, Rick. How are you? Thanks for joining. They did an Epstein documentary a few years ago. Trump was the only one that spoke with the FBI willingly at the time. I think him and Elon are trolling the Democrats and media. I definitely think Elon is trolling. Elon is pissed off. Okay. Elon's pissed. He's just, you know, I don't know. I feel like he's throwing a hissy fit. But I don't think that Trump is on, you know, the island, or I don't think he has any dealings with anything like that. We would have been heard about that. But I do think that, and Megyn Kelly has said this, and I agree with her. I think that there are people like the Alan Dershowitz, like he was on there, but he was like, he went to bat. He was like, he fought for himself. He was like, this woman is lying. That Virginia woman, said she was lying. He was like, I don't release the tape, release it, because my name needs to be cleared. So, you know, a lot of people feel like release the tapes, even though there may be people's names on there that didn't do anything. Because I mean, it's kind of like going to a Diddy party. You know, just because you went in the front door to the Diddy party didn't mean you saw all the baby oil in the back, if you know what I'm saying. You know, it's like, maybe there is people on this list that went to see the island, you know, and they had no idea. I'm sure I'm sure that happened, you know, with all the stuff that was going on. Let me see. Pamela. Let's see. Rick says the only list is the flight logs the pilot released back when Epstein got charged in Florida years back. Wait, so there's no like list of people, or maybe there's not like a list of people, but like when you looked at the tapes, like when the FBI or when the CIA, because I think this is really more of a CIA thing. When the CIA was looking at the tapes, when you saw the people on the tapes doing the freak offs, when you write the name down and make a list. So you might not have a list because but if you're on the tape, make a list. Make a list, check it twice, and let us know who's not being nice. Let us know. That's what I heard. Oh my gosh. So let's see. Pamela says they are saying there is no Epstein. Right, exactly. Like there has to be this cannot. This is why Trump has to address it, because you can't claim that there were underage children, and according to Pam Bondi, thousands. Now maybe it was hundreds, but thousands, even if it's hundreds. There was somebody who victimized these children. The American people we don't care if you were, you know, if you were the CEO of this company or the prince of that country or the former senator. We don't care. That doesn't matter to us. We want justice for the victims. And I don't know if this is gonna go. It's just, it might be too big of something for Trump to just kind of brush off. I don't think that this will end Trump, like end the MAGA movement, but I think this is a boulder to his legacy. If he does, if it stays at this level, nobody goes to jail, nobody, nothing happens with these people. I think that's going to be a big problem with MAGA America, people that voted for Trump. Oh, my friend Blake. Hey, Blake. He says Alan Dershowitz has publicly stated that he saw the list and the names on it. Okay. Pamela says they said Trump, he was on the list and at the Diddy party. Yeah, I mean, they definitely say Trump was I need a hair tie. They're gonna say like Trump was everywhere and on everything. But honestly, I really do think if he was really on there doing something nefarious, the CIA during with the dossier with the Hillary Clinton and all of that, oh baby, they would have crawled over barbed wire. They would have been like an illegal trying to get up in America to get this tape of Donald John Jaquarius Trump to the public to show how disgusting he is. They wouldn't be able to wait. So I just don't. I don't think he's might be on a flight log, which he admitted that, yeah, he's been there. But I don't think he's on there like doing anything crazy. But clearly there's people that are on there doing crazy stuff. So Dershowitz said, Rick Kamsey said Dershowitz took his wife and child to Epstein's island. He did interviews about it years ago. Yeah, he's been pretty open about that. But I think probably it's the Clintons. Like, it's probably the Clintons. Like it has been, because I don't see anybody else who would be such a big deal that you would want to like, ugh, that's a bad look for America, except a former president. Like, I think we all know that that's what it is. Like, come on, let's just can we talk? Let's talk. If we saw Bill Clinton, even just not even if it was blurred out, but we saw his face and he was doing something with a child, a young woman, someone under age. I don't know. Because you can't leave it right there. That's the thing. It's like, if the tape comes out, you would have to, he would have to go to jail. We can't see you with a known underage girl and be like, oh, that was years ago. I mean, he's the former president. That is never going to fly. And plus, Americans, I think we've been itching to slap some handcuffs on somebody with the last name Clinton, because it's like, you're like freaking Al Capone up in this joint. Like, y'all can't be caught for nothing. It's infuriating. It's like, because it's like we're watching you do all these things. We see all the ties, all the puzzle pieces that kind of lead back to you. But there's never anything that happens. With the Haiti stuff, with Hillary Clinton when she was Secretary of State and she was, selling that uranium to, like all these other, allegedly and all this stuff with just all the stuff. This is right up the Clinton. Like, this is kind of par for the course for these people. Like, I really would not be surprised. Ugh, my hair is looking crazy. They got rid of everything. Pamela said, I believe that. I do. when Trump got elected and he was like, we're going to be going through this and talking about, and people like, by now Trump, he was going to be serious. I think the CIA got to burning and then got to deleting and got to, bleaching. Tell me this is not just, this does not have Hillary Clinton's name. Like this is how they move like this. Now it's just like the emails. They just poof, disappear like a fart in the wind. Just gone. Hey, I am Liz. Hey, girl. It's just crazy. This is right up the Clintons' alley. Allegedly. Rick Hansey says Prince Andrew in the royal family was a frequent flyer of Virginia Guffrey. The girl actually named Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, and Prince Andrew. See, I haven't been following this story. I haven't been following the story like that. Jacksonville conservative says, for all those people you mentioned, the list needs to be made public. It does need. And listen, I don't know who's on the list. Everything I'm saying, this is just my opinion. This is just alleged. I'm not trying to. I don't know the Clintons. I'm not saying that they are definitely on that. These are just my opinion. Okay, just my theories. But it stinks. And to me, the Clintons are the only people that would make a big enough impact to try to withhold it. I mean, senators go to jail all the time like that. I mean, not all the time, but y'all know what I'm saying. Like, that's not really a big deal. Some CEO, no, yeah, we wouldn't, that wouldn't. Oh, okay. Okay, Blake, gotcha. That wouldn't, matter if it was. To me, it only makes sense that it is a former president. Y'all give me some, what do y'all think? Because he would have to get arrested. And listen to what Trump said about Hillary Clinton. Oh, I didn't want to arrest her. I could have locked her up. I had the evidence was there to lock up. Oh, but she's a former president. That wouldn't be good for the country. I think this is her other half. The scamming that they do, all the crazy stuff allegedly that we've heard about them over the years. This is just, it's like Trump had Hillary over here first run. Now we got Bill second run. I don't know. I don't think that any other person, Trump, would just be ready to let it go. I don't even think Trump, let's just say like the auto pen thing. Let's just say like they found something and they could legitimately arrest Joe Biden. I don't think Trump would do it. I don't think he would do it. I think even with all the mess he done been through, I don't think he would move forward with any type of prosecution, even though we would be ready to, hey, you do the time, you do the crime, you got to do the time. But I don't think Trump, there is a soft spot for, I don't even think it's for the people. I think it's for the country. I think he's trying to look beyond those things. But here's the thing though, as believers, you know what I mean? Like everybody knows something has gone wrong. And if you don't punish the people that will do that are doing these types of things, people are going to keep doing it. That's the problem though. You have to punish wickedness. Otherwise, people are going to keep doing it. And I just don't, this is why we're not God, right? Because God can perfectly make those hard decisions. He can exact he can execute exact justice where it needs to be, and exact love and exact mercy and exact, everything will be perfectly done. We don't do that because Trump is sacrificing, allegedly, just in my head, he will be sacrificing the justice for love of country. And you can't do that, because that trade-off is you're gonna create more evil people in the land. Does that make sense? I don't know. I mean, let's see. Jesus Love You says, do y'all think the list would still be an issue if Trump wasn't in office? No, I don't. I don't think it would be an issue if Trump wasn't in office, because the left doesn't really care about it, probably because it's Bill Clinton. And everybody knows. So they wouldn't be cared about it. And nobody, like, Trump was the one that was kind of pushing it. Like, yeah, okay, I'll declassify this stuff. Shoot, Joe Biden sure enough wasn't. So I don't think that people would be interested in it but Trump is the one that promised it. Let's see. Paul says, hi, Paul. I don't believe that Trump was ever on that island. He knew Epstein, as everybody did, but he threw him out of Mar-a-Lago when he heard about the underage use. Yes. No, we're not saying that he was a part of anything, but there are people that went to the island but didn't go and do anything crazy. Like, I'm sure it was a beautiful place. Like, I'm sure it was, that's how the devil is, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like the music industry or any entertainment place. It's never, it's just the devil. It doesn't even matter what thing you're into. At first, it's never gonna seem that bad. But if Trump kept going, if Alan Dershowitz kept going, and then, you see a little something, or, the devil lets you, he pulls back the curtain a little bit to test you, to see if you come into agreement with me a little bit more. Are you going to take a few more steps towards, coming into my kingdom? How far can I bring you into my kingdom? But it's not going to be wow. You're not going to walk in and it's just wow stuff, going on, just like at a Diddy party. You're not going to see that. But I may send somebody over and whisper to you and just be like, and see how you do it. I heard Jason Whitlock tell a story a few months back about, he was at some party and some guy, not some guy, but a guy that he knew, a guy that was, high in the entertainment, whatever, came over to him and was like, hey, I forget exactly the conversation, but he hinted at, something with underage girls, just dropping the seed to test the water, to see if you were interested. That's how it happens. And then, you're curious about the conversation. And so you say, oh, what? Oh, what happened? Oh, and then they're like, oh, I got a picture. And then now you're looking at the picture. And then you see, it's these little agreements, little by little. So a lot of people probably didn't see anything, right when they, walk in the door, but you keep making those agreements and then you end up on somebody's list, Let's see. Jayla says, I feel like there are leaders from other countries involved in this. I don't know. Tony Roman says, I think a lot of this information is conspiracy, not factual. Oh, we are total. Of course, like, we have no files. We have no, there's nothing to go on. We played a whole montage in the beginning of, some of the factual things that have happened. But yes, we don't know who's on the list. These are just theories where we're thinking through this. Why would somebody like Trump, who has been very transparent, why wouldn't he show this? And we're just thinking of reasons why, because this is not really his character until it comes to certain things, which I've been talking about. Let's see. Blake says, or Jacksonville Conservative says, would be an issue But if the left is in control, nothing would happen, just like all the things the Republicans tried to bring out / expose about the Democrats when they had the Oval Office. Yeah, exactly. That the left is never going to, frown at wickedness. Oh, you want slaves? Oh, bring them on in. Oh, there's illegals coming over and they're being trafficked. These kids being trafficked. Oh, even better. They ain't, there is no wickedness that the left ain't down. Do we know of any? Oh, you want to mutilate your body and believe that you're a boy when you're really a girl? Sure, come on in, come on over. Oh, you want to show pornography to little kids in school? Okay. I love that idea. Come on in. Oh, you want to hide videos from perverts? Let me tell you, we got the vault. Okay, I don't know a level of wickedness the left is not willing to participate in. We just saw with the illegals, the people are running around like firing at ICE agents. And the left is on TV like, it serves you right. I do not know any wickedness that these people are not willing to participate. Oh, you want to end the lives of innocent children while they're still in the womb? This is one of my faves. This is what they do. Let's see. Hi, Dayon. Dayon says, I'll care about the Epstein files when Trump cuts all these regulations on private businesses so we can get the economy back on track. So Dayon is like, I could care less. You run me my pockets. That is not. I care about this economy. Paul says there are big names involved with Epstein all around the world and big corporations. I think the names we know who were there often were Bill Gates, Clinton, Prince Andrew, Jimmy Kimmel. I didn't even know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was on there. Oh, thank you so much, Rick. Another great show with a great chat family. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Let's see. Okay. But yeah, I don't know of any wickedness that the left. Think about this. They have been in control over media for so long. Remember, this was like 5 years ago. And it was on ABC. I forgot. I should have put this clip in there, but it was on ABC, and I don't even remember the anchor's name. And she was talking about, that Epstein list and clients and all of that. And ABC never ran with that stuff. They've known about this for years. Like these, they don't. There's no wickedness that they find more important than the revolution. If it advances the revolution, they're for it. And wickedness advances the revolution because it demoralizes you. They want America demoralized because if you are demoralized, you have no standards. You have no boundaries. So you'll do anything. You will do anything they say. You won't question them. We see it all the time. You will do anything they say whenever they tell you to do it because there's no bottom to how low you'll go. You have no boundaries. They completely demoralized, your spirit. So you don't care. The people who are on that stuff, they don't care. Let's see. Hi, Tiara. Okay, I was waiting on you so I could give you the 1 second. Let me get Miss Tiara. Let's see. Okay. All right. There we go. But hey, Karen. Let's see. The playbook is Rules for Radicals, written by Saul Alinsky, who dedicated the book to say, yeah, there we go. Like, you got Saul Alinsky, who dedicated the book to Satan. Then you got Karl Marx, who was a occultist. That's who these people worship. It's just insane. But I think Megyn Kelly, though, I think she is spot on.
Well, this is the first big scandal, I'd say, of the Trump administration that's on Team Rational. It's not a fake media scandal like the left tries to create for President Trump every other day. It's one of the right's own making, and it's not going well. And it has to do with Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah. Let me just ask you, make some noise if you care about the Jeffrey Epstein scandal.
Raise your hand if it matters a lot to you. Raise your hand. So every hand of 7,000 people.
Everybody cares.
A lot. I said a lot. Every hand.
Here's what I think is happening. I don't think President Trump is focused on this. He's focused on a lot of other things which are going great, and he needs to be focused on those other things. Jeffrey Epstein's not the most important thing on his agenda by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, he's crushing it on the tariffs, foreign policy, just got nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. If not Trump, then who? Honestly. Barack Obama got the Nobel Peace Prize after 9 months in office. He had done nothing. He gave a nice speech about Muslims, and they gave it to him. So President Trump should be getting the Nobel Peace Prize, and there's all sorts of things he's focused on. I just don't think this has captured his attention quite yet. But it needs to, because it's starting to create a real hornet's nest within the administration. And I've got to be honest, I blame Pam Bondi.
There you go. And I think that is why we're where we are today. So all of the stuff before, Trump saying, yeah, we want to get this stuff out. Then, Pam Bondi, she gets in there and sorry, I'm reading the comments. I think she has been kind of the issue. Running to the camera, promising these, all of this stuff, and not being able to come through. Paul says, I am really feeling the not having the guys here, because I can be reading the comments while somebody else is talking, and I'm trying to do all the stuff and to keep you guys entertained, darling. Okay, let's see. Where is Paul's comment? Okay. So Paul says, I think it would be a security risk to us if we release this. If we release this, it would blow up the world. Why? Why a security risk? Because TR says, I believe everybody and their mama is on the list. Okay. Honestly, me personally, this is not a topic. This is not, I don't think I ever truly I don't think I knew if we would get the information or not. And I feel like deep down, I was like, yeah, we probably won't get it. I was hoping that it would come out, because I thought it would, bring some trust and things back to, our government, try to right some of these wrongs. But this is not something that I'm really thinking about, but a lot of people are. And I think it's, as I think most of us probably voted for Trump. And the base is really upset. I mean, it's a problem. Let's see. Oh, Bonnie is Susie Wiles's pick. Dollars to donuts that Wiles is in. Oh, now, okay. So y'all, if y'all don't know, so Susie Wiles, she's actually from our city. So Jacksonville conservative. I know him. We're from the same city. So she's from here. Now, word on the curb. she has not been the most MAGA person. Let's just say when we think about MAGA and what that means, her reputation in Jacksonville, she would never be considered a MAGA person. Am I right? Jacksonville, am I right? Am I right? Would never happen. So even when she started to work with Trump, I was like, that is really, I was shocked, honestly, because of her reputation in Jacksonville, from the grassroots, patriot, 10 toes down, love our country, don't want the foolishness, don't want the bureaucrats, all of that. We were shocked because everybody always in our bubble, because she's from these parts, we were like, that is not MAGA. Like, anyway, so the fact that I didn't realize that because Pam Bondi's from Florida too. So it is, in fact, I was at a Trump rally with Susie. This was in 2020. Susie Wiles was there, Pam Bondi was there, and they were very chummy. I mean, but Pam Bondi, everybody liked Pam, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. And I didn't even really know all the tea on Wiles, but y'all, it's some tea, baby. Yeah. You know what else? Not for nothing. Remember when that video, the voice recording came out of Trump showing those classified documents to somebody? And it was like, you could tell that the recording device was like close, because you could hear his voice like very clearly. I always wondered who that person was. I always wondered. I'm just saying, I always wondered. Let's see, Miss Grace says, I think the victims make it justice one by one. They have to come forward if they wanted to. There you go. And you know what? That's a part that we did not talk about. Yes. How come the victims? I mean, but if you are you're talking about let's just say it's a former president. Just hypothetically, let's just say it's a former president. If you saw the man that did it to you, he offed himself. Supposedly, they don't know, nobody getting arrested, ain't nobody looking at. I don't know how comfortable I would be, just keeping it all the way real. I don't know how comfortable I would be feeling like I would actually get justice if I did come forward. Like, would I be putting myself in more? I don't know. That is that's tough. Let's see. Rick says, Virginia, one of the girls that passed away recently, she got a settlement in 2006 and lived in Australia since 2000. Oh, I didn't know that. But she did. There was some people that she named that she was wrong on. And that sucks, because who knows? They probably had her taking a bunch of drugs, and she probably, I'm sure it just gets blurry, and just all of that it's just so crazy. And so that didn't help her credibility, and then she passes away. So thanks, Blake. See you later. Let's see. I do hope the victims get justice, though. I really do. Pick of Susie, Lenny, and Trump. Oh, y'all, I'm telling y'all, the tea on Susie it goes deep in these Jacksonville streets, okay? Let's see. TR says Pam Bondi knows who is on the list. Here's the only way that she doesn't know anything. They got rid of the information before she could actually see anything. Remember when she was talking all about that? Oh, New York is keeping this information. They're not giving it to us and blah, 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 blah. Isn't that James Comey's daughter? She's a prosecutor of it. Anyway, I don't know. But it's just dirty. Like everybody knows. It's like something is up. It's stupid at this point for people for the Trump administration to just try to sweep it under the rug, like with stuff like this. Where is it?
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Sure. First, to back up on that, in February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention because I said I was asked a question about the client list.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet. And my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that.
What do y'all think? Believe her? Do y'all believe her? Let's see. TR says, Pam is from Florida. I know she knows. You know everything where you're from, especially since she's in the legal field. Listen. Yep, Karen Comey. That's Maureen Comey's area. The woman who tried the prosecutor for Diddy. Let's see. Paul says, I believe they scrubbed it all and there are child corn, which you can't show it to be true. I think they probably, I don't think it's there anymore. TR Vaughn says, I care about 2030. I care about that tech vax they were talking about. Epstein is at the bottom of the list. Yeah. I honestly, here, can I just be honest? It's like, I really don't, it's not that I don't care, like I care, but I also don't believe that we're ever going to see anything worth anything. And I definitely don't believe we're going to see the victims actually get justice and have somebody go to jail. I don't believe we're going to see that. Now, I wish, I hope, I pray that happens, but I just don't think it will. So because I don't think it will, it moves it way off the list. It's not that I do care, but I don't think anything's ever going to happen. So that's why I don't care. Does that make sense? Because I really don't. I think it's crazy that all these people are like, I'm done with Trump, but never. Okay, what? Okay, so who now then? Who now? Like who you finna go get? Who? Like it's just kind of childish, I think. To expect one man to, solve all of your problems, just everything you wanted, and that's like very wishful thinking. But it's like, I think these people you need to grow up a little bit. Like, I'm not surprised. Like, when I heard this on the news, I was like, what? They're not gonna show. I wasn't taken aback. I wasn't, I was just kind of like, yeah, figures. All right, now what's up with everything else? That's what. And like Tiara says, yeah, this vax thing, like that just got approved. I just heard Moderna. What's up with that? You know? So I don't know. I just don't think it. Unfortunately, this is just the justice is going to be on the on the other side of heaven. It won't be on this side of heaven. 1 Corinthians 6 verses 9 through 11. It says, it just shows Trump is cooperating with the deep state, even though I don't believe he's on the list himself. Oh, you think you think he's cooperating with the deep state? Okay. I don't think that Trump is cooperating with the deep state. I don't think that Trump can stand the deep state. These people tried to kill him. I don't think that he's cooperating with the deep state. I think his internal constitution is just a bit different. Like, I think he really does want to. I think he feels like it would be bad for the country. So that's what I think. Andre says, hey, Andre, thanks for joining. He says, for me, it wasn't just about the list. I think I speak for everyone. It was more about seeing major arrests happen. Right. Yeah. I think that everybody feels like that. Because like I said before, if it is a former president, which y'all know that's what I think, you have to arrest them. You can't see evidence of a former president doing things with underage girls and let them walk free. Like, you have to arrest them. You would have to. And I don't see anybody else that would make Trump do that. A senator, I don't think he would withhold. A congressperson, don't think he would. Somebody from another country, don't think he would. I don't think that he would withhold this for any other person other than a former president. I really don't. I think that is why, if he is withholding, if it is truly Trump withholding, like saying, oh, let's not. I think that would be why. Statute of limitations may be up on sex. I don't know about that. I don't know if that really goes anywhere. I'm not sure. They said they have former president kick the bucket. Wait, what is this? Pamela says they have said the former president kicked the bucket in 2018. What do you mean? Oh, you mean like like he's not the real president? Miss Grace says, I agree, and it would look like the persecution they did to POTUS and cause, but that too. Miss Grace, you always be that too. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Oh, he's only doing this, because he's a Democrat and he's, this is lawfare. And I mean, if it's on tape though, but then don't nobody want to see the tape. So, oof, Yes. So, hi, The Green Journey. All right. I want to play this other clip for you guys, and then we'll chat. I think
Epstein's dead. He's met his hopefully eternal fire where he deserves in the pit of hell. But if it's true, the Attorney General of the United States said, just remind me, we have thousands of videos.
She said that we've got thousands of videos showing child pornography.
And she doubled down on that. So
Tripled.
So you have to infer Jeffrey Epstein was not the only person involved in that.
Well, no, let me tell you what I've gleaned, but since she's been so ambiguous, take it with a grain of salt, okay? She won't have a presser. She won't give an interview. She won't answer any hard questions. All we get is the unsigned paper memo, 2 pages to Axios, who won't ask any questions. So what I think she's saying is that she's found, allegedly, tens of thousands of screen grabs of child pornography. They call it child sexual abuse material now. It's C-SCAN. And that's what she says they found on his hard drives, like he was into this form of porn, like off the internet. But separately, they say he had at least 1,000 victims of his.
No, okay, so but 1,000 victims, unless we are to believe he personally was after every one of those victims, there has to be some other bad guys still alive that are powerful that did something to these children. Why are we not impaneling a special prosecutor to find every single one of these powerful people that went after these kids? Like, what? Why are we putting up with this?
Yeah.
I mean, I hear you, Charlie. I get it. But I don't know. I just kind of feel like some people are kind of putting on, because this is like the time. Anytime you can just be mad about something and get other people mad about it. We see the left do this. We know the right will do it too. I get it. I would like to see. Let's see these influencers and these people who say they care about it. Let's see you keep talking about it. Let's see you keep talking about it. Like we did when we saw, like the parents did when we saw all this stuff coming into the schools. I want to see y'all down at the White House writing your, I want to see that you really do care for the people. I want to see. I'm saying, don't be putting all this stuff out here on YouTube and social media and all of this stuff if you're not really serious about it. If you're just trying to get clicks and that's, I don't know. Do I think God isn't angry at evil? I know God gets angry at evil. And I also know that all evil will be perfectly judged. Justice will happen. God's way will happen. Justice will get served. Like I said, we might not see it on this side of heaven though, but it will happen one way or the other. God is going to have his way. And God does not play about hurting innocent children. He doesn't. So, yeah. Yeah. So, let's see. Well, the poll says, let me show. The poll says, the poll was, should Trump let the Epstein files go? Just let it go. Because that's what everybody's talking about. We had 46% say yes, let it go, child. Just let it be. Let sleeping dogs lie. And 54% of you said no, he should not let it go. Like this, something needs to happen. So I'm going to end that poll. So thanks, guys, for participating. I'm glad to see where you guys were at. Broski Bear, what's up, Broski? He said, it's unfortunate we'll never know the full story and that certain people won't get in trouble. Yes, can Trump make up for it in other ways? Yes, I'll never agree with everything a president does. And there you go. I did not see Angel Wings in here. But hello, Angel Wings. Hello. But yes, Bursky, you're never gonna agree with everything, and this is a big deal, but it's like, what can you do? It's one of those things. This is something, the people that really do care about this story. Oh, Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Hi, Angel. Angel is Journey. Okay, got it. Well, hello. um, we'll never agree with it. Like Thomas Sowell says, life is about trade-offs. His attention cannot possibly be on everything all at once. That's why he has staff, and that's why he has a Pam Bondi. This is supposed to be her job. Now, Trump, I do believe Trump gave her the directive, look, go see what you can find, get this information. Trump he's here, there, and everywhere. And he's looking to her. He trusts her, like, hey, she's been loyal and everything. And she's saying, we don't have anything. Now, if Trump has a time to kind of look into that to see, like, do you really have it? Do you not? What's going on? We don't know. He might. Maybe it's something that'll come back after what do you call it? The midterms or something. But, well, you guys, sorry, it's me. I'm Dolo Solo tonight. Hey, Jerobi, thank you so much. So let me let you guys know that and let everybody else know that we're going to be doing Cutting Through the Culture over here on my channel until around September, until our fearless leader, Mr. Chad O. Jackson, is finishing up on his documentary. The man is working hard and overtime. So we're going to be doing that. So please let people know if they're looking for the show. You can direct them over here. For now, we're this stuff takes a lot of work, and so I know, and I know Chad, he's putting together the documentary. So doing both right now, I can only imagine. So I'm filling in, but normally we will still have Chad and Blanche just tonight. I'm sorry, Chuck and Blanche. Chuck was not feeling good, and Blanche had some personal things going on. So, oh my gosh, Miss Graves, I can't wait to watch either. I cannot wait. Let's see. It's because we have real big issues going on we don't even know about, and it's unfortunate, but I'd want him on them. Yes, we definitely want him to be paying attention to the big issues. Let's see. Are you guys here every other Sunday? Yes, so it's going to be here every other Sunday. Let's see. Yes. So we're going to be here every other Sunday, and it will be most of the time the three of us. Chad did say he will pop in when he can. And it'll be up until September. So share this out if you are in touch with other people who are part of the Cutting Through the Culture family. But yeah, it was just me Dolo Solo tonight. But thank you, Broski. Oh my gosh, y'all, let me tell you, it's trying to do this show. I'm so comfortable having my brothers with me that I could be doing other things, and but trying to manage it all by myself, I'm like, oh, okay. I definitely feel like I don't have my brothers with me. Let's see. All right, so y'all got some family business going on in the chat that I am unaware of, so I'll let y'all deal with that. But again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you. Let me go through the supers. Let's see. We had Rick Hamstead, $35. Thank you so much. Another great show with a great chat. Family, God bless you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We had Jerome B with a $10 super secret. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Thanks, Karen. Oh, thanks, Ciara. Y'all, I thank you. Yes. So, all right, you guys, here's how you can help me though with this, because I don't really know let me know what topics y'all want to talk about. So yeah, just put it in the chat, like put it in the chat under the videos, and just let me know, or put it in the community post. Let me know what topics that y'all want to talk about, and stuff like that. Just, so we can talk about things that we all are interested in. Well, thank you, Rick. Here's some more cash. Hey, your girl will take it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because I want to have somebody to help me edit these videos, because it is a lot. And I can't. Oh gosh, y'all are too funny. So pause this. Keisha David gets Bieber. Oh, you're sweet. I appreciate it. I missed it. Shucks, I didn't even know I was over on Keisha channel. Pam said, oh yes, like girl, yeah, you've been a mod over here. Oh, no worries, no worries, no worries. Yes, thank you, Jesus loves you. Don't forget the Cash App, hit the like button, share this video out. And yeah, y'all. Thank you again. We will see you Sunday after next. Let me know what topics that we're going to talk about, because I want to talk about, stuff that everybody wants. Because even with the Epstein thing, I was like, do we care about that like that? So hopefully this was still a good and entertaining show for you. Yes, if you would like to support, hit that Cash App, and we will see you next Sunday. Thank you guys for watching.